If you see something, say something.
They're just giving money to their gutters.
You want to abolish the Federal Reserve? Of course. I don't think that private institutions should have control over a nation's currency.
We need a manufacturing base, and then our economy will take off like a rocket again.
A special televised meeting of the New York-based Council on Foreign Relations provides a window to the real story. The speaker, Vice President Dick Cheney, takes a question from David Rockefeller.
Vice President, I just enjoyed so much your whole speech, but I was particularly pleased that you gave such a strong endorsement for the free trade agreement for all the Americans. Subject that has been of great concern to me for many years, and particularly recently, and I think it's absolutely essential for the strength of our economy.
Hey, Howard, how's it going?
I was just listening. Excellent. Yes, Blaylock's work, and and then they try to discredit Andrew Wakefield. Unbelievable. With the MMR.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'm doing a lot of research on that now. I have doctors that are like friends of mine. They're like, "You're crazy," and I'm like, "Well, no. They don't want to look. They don't want to admit to it. They're like literally."
You know what? Doctors are in such between a rock and a hard place right now. I feel really, really sorry for them.
Yeah.
Especially my doctor, who actually listens to me. He's able to say, "Look, I can't believe that they're going to be spraying drugs on us," but at the same time, he doesn't think I'm, lying. He knows I believe what I'm saying, and he respects that. But at the same time, I walk out of the doctor's office and there's a big poster: "Get your Gardasil."
Yeah.
What a twilight zone, God.
Here in America, because you're in Canada, I know, but all the drugstores are giving out the shots, and you just drive down the road. I was coming home from somewhere the other day, just going down the street. It's like there's a drugstore on the left, and there's a big sign about the shots, drugstore on the right, and they have the big red LED display, and it actually has, a graphic image of the needle. Like, people are going to go down the road and see the big needle, and I got to pull over here and get a shot. It's crazy.
And they have a woman, like a working class, stereotypical black woman with a strong arm making a fist, like a very, very like Soviet style, saying, "Get your flu shot, be strong," It's just unbelievable what we're under here. It really is.
Yeah, you can get an iPhone app that reminds you to get your flu shot.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. And churches, anytime I see a church, I'll get my holy water and sprinkle it on the church, and it'll probably burn a hole through it. Churches are supposed to be looking out for these. I don't know if you ever heard of the Seventh-day Adventist Church.
I've heard of them,
Yeah.
sure.
They're pioneers actually in nutrition studies, and they have advocated and beat that drum for a lot of years now. So there are some good churches, like every institution, the UN, CIA, cops, everything is, as far as I'm concerned, 50% good people, and then 50% sliding scale down to vicious psychopathic cannibal. And that's their cover. Every institution has to have at least has to be at least half full of good, decent, loving people. Otherwise, their cover's blown. And they all have to be fooled. They all have to be trained and indoctrinated. And that's what these think tanks do. That's what they spend their millions of dollars on, to scientifically make us believe one thing while appearing to teach something completely different.
Wow, it seems like we come from the same information sources, of course, obviously learning about this. We have a scientific dictatorship. That's exactly what it is. And the Rockefellers founded this, beginnings of it. Of course, as we all know, when they took over the big pharma fraud, which has been put on, putting now I can't believe, aside from the vaccines, now do you hear vitamin D is a deadly poison, and all these the FDA is saying vitamins are dangerous. I mean, how can the people not understand that they're being lied to so much? Because it's in the name of good. Because the FDA wouldn't do that. Just like you said, they speak peace and make war. They speak helping you and they kill you. They speak treating you and curing you, and they make you sick.
But I think they understand by now that they've got us sufficiently dumbed down that it's just like 1984. You know, they can say we're at war with East Asia one day, and the next day we've never been at war with East Asia, and people just don't get it, or they just don't care, or they're just too scared to say anything.
Truth War, you hit it right on the head, because that's exactly what it is. It's funny because look what Obama does. I mean, it's just it's unbelievable. I mean, nobody says anything that he's defying the Constitution, defying Congress. Nobody complains. The people just like, oh, you know, I really, I mean, they're so not paying attention to what's going on that it's almost like you can't even call them sheep. I mean, it's like, it's worse than that. They're just, how can you not notice? NATO, through the Council on Foreign Relations, through their Agenda 21 protocols that they're being implemented for the United Nations, the whole issue of doing that, the genocidal takeover of Africa now, and I mean, how can people not understand that we're doing this for peace? Love bombs. I mean, what? I just don't understand. I swear, I just can't quite get it that people, and then they say you're a conspiracy theorist, or you're a right winger, or you're a left winger, or you're whatever, or you're like these dumb labels that they throw on this instead of just looking at the situation, like these idiots down on Wall Street. You know, they know that there's a problem, but why don't you talk about not the people, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers? Why don't you just address who these people are? Occupy them. You know, that's who it is. Anyway.
I think that there's a concerted effort with the Occupy movement to keep those topics from being discussed.
Of
and
course.
They're going to talk about it a little bit just to attract our people in, and then they're just going to, talk about a bunch of BS.
Well, that's the whole thing, because everybody's angry. So listen, the people out there that are listening, be angry, yeah, occupy, but occupy for the right reason. Raise awareness to who the owners are. Literally, the owners. We are slaves. I mean, it sounds crazy to say, but we are slaves. These people are enslaving us, and we're paying for our own servitude. Bertrand Russell said it. Aldous Huxley wrote about it. They all wrote about it. All the elites. This is what they do. A scientific dictatorship to control our minds through food. Monsanto controlling the seeds in the food and putting GMO and destroying our DNA. I mean, it's unbelievable. And
people want to just look at a really simple way to look at this. If they don't, and I don't know why my voice is lighting up Truth War, but anyway, if you want to look at this real simple, just look at it this way. Human beings are the only creatures that pay to live on Earth. Why are we paying to live here? When, it belongs to us.
That's a good point. I don't know. You're showing up on my Skype as Truth War, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's funny when
That's all good.
It's okay. I'm sorry.
When I talk, I light up Michael Hall on my own Skype.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Michael. I see Michael Hall right now, and then interesting. Anyway.
It's all correct on the station.
I'm going to bow out. I know you're getting ready to start another show, so
yeah, I'm going to give
I said bye, and thank you for getting me up early.
Where are you calling? Where are you actually?
Well, what do you mean? Oh, I'm in Ohio, in the United States.
Okay.
Ohio. It's just under the Great Lakes.
Okay. Because I'm coming from Torrington, Connecticut. So we're on Eastern Standard Time right now. Eastern. So you're Central Time, right?
No, I'm Eastern.
Oh, you're still
too.
Eastern? Okay. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, keep up the good work, guys, and I'm hoping we can get more interaction between the stations, and the fighting calms down.
Well, listen, the FBI's recording everything that we do now. You know that, right? That happened yesterday. That's going to be part of my show. I'm doing a whole segment on it. The FBI has now requisitioned a company that is unnamed in Virginia. How nice. They don't even tell you who it is. And they pay them $567,000 and change to literally record what we're doing right now. And in fact, shout out to the FBI. Here you go. Come on, call in, or Skype us,
And not only that,
I'd love to talk to you.
we're not spying on them. We're
Oh,
just
no.
recording everything to
Yeah.
use in court.
Exactly,
So, I
against
mean,
us, right?
It's pretty
Yes.
obvious.
Yeah, of course.
But anyway, I'm gonna go. So I'll just say the same thing I say at the end of every one of my shows: death to the New World Order. See y'all around.
You go, Henry. Okay.
All right, so you want a music break, or you want to start now, or do you want to wait till 3, or?
I have 3. No, I'm just. Oh, that's right. Where are you? I'm right out here. I'm just gonna do my little opening. I got a little opening here, a little message, and then we'll move right into the show.
Awesome.
Hi, this is Howard Nima, and We Are Change. Just calling out to everybody from the We Are Change family, all the chapters around the world. You can reach us on Skype and call in. Anybody that is out there for the movement is always welcome. So anyway, we had some interesting things going on today. I was going to, of course, cover the fact that yesterday the Federal Bureau of Investigation decided that it was appropriate to hire an unnamed company in the state of Virginia to record what I'm actually broadcasting right now, to be used in further court cases or in future court cases, or to help with apprehension of, I can't even understand the philosophy. I mean, it's this dumbest cover story I ever heard. I mean, at least come up with something better than that, guys. Come on. And FBI, come on, call in. Come on, you know where we are. You're listening. This is just an outrage. Once again, people are just not paying attention to what's going on in this world. It's not a matter of opinion when these things happen. They're occurring, and people are ignoring them. I mean, how can you ignore what's really going on? The fact of the matter is that there is civil unrest that's being fueled and steered by the very same influences that are enslaving these people, that have caused them to have their misery. In fact, I was horrified today listening again to the radio, where now the National Guard is advertising that we won't only just pay for your college, we'll pay up to $50,000 of your existing college debt from because you can't get a job, right? So join the National Guard. So the government is planning for civil unrest. It is obvious.